Good Monday evening, December 9th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. An East Wenatchee man is charged with vehicular assault for a November rollover crash near the Otobashan Bridge that injured himself and a passenger. The sheriff's detail in charge of security at Chelan County buildings has a new vehicle to make the job easier. We will see the return of low clouds, fog, and cooler temperatures on Tuesday. I'll have your full local weather forecast for the week ahead coming up. Sheriff's deputies say they've cracked a gas station robbery that took place November 25th in the city of Chelan. A 16-year-old male suspect from Manson is now in custody. Deputies say they were summoned that morning to the gas station at the Chelan Safeway about 9:45 a.m., where a clerk said a suspect demanded cash and indicated he was carrying a knife. Police weren't immediately able to locate a suspect, but Chelan's assigned school resource officer believed he recognized the person spotted on our surveillance camera. County prosecutors filed a charge of first-degree robbery in juvenile court last week after the youth was found already in detention for a previous arrest. He remains held in the Chelan County Juvenile Center. In a packed Thursday meeting in which they also said farewell to Councilmember Keith Huffaker, the Wenatchee City Council approved code changes to encourage middle housing. Wenatchee has a shortage of housing that falls into a median price range, and the updating building, zoning, and comprehensive plan changes are meant to bring duplexes, triplexes, and small apartment complexes back into the equation. The council agreed to the changes unanimously, creating new standards for small housing development and increasing the number of units that can be built on a single lot. City planner Mia Bretz told the council the state is requiring such code changes by the end of 2026.
So yes, we are early at coming to you, and that's because we've already had a lot of those changes done. A lot of the things that are being required of cities, we already are doing. So it seemed like a great opportunity for us to take a step forward in trying to improve some of the things that we were seeing as issues with the housing code. And we're a little bit of a leader in this. We'll be one of the first cities to take this first step.
An East Wenatchee man is charged with vehicular assault for a November rollover crash near the Otobashan Bridge that injured himself and a passenger. 36-year-old Jose Armando Valenzuela was arraigned today in Douglas County Superior Court. The Washington State Patrol says Valenzuela was driving a 2002 Hyundai sedan westbound on Highway 2 when he skidded off the road and crashed on November 7th. His passenger suffered a broken nose, and Valenzuela received lacerations to the head and face. Police say blood testing showed Valenzuela had 0.08% blood alcohol content, just over the legal limit for intoxication. 23 tourism-related industries in Chelan County were recently awarded some grant funding by county commissioners. The lodging tax grants range from $25,000 to $2,000, with the county allotting over $252,000 in total. Grantees included the Two Rivers Medieval Fair, the Wenatchee Chamber of Commerce Rails and Ales event, and the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. The Chelan County Lodging Tax Advisory Committee received 48 applications this year and reviewed the submissions to make recommendations to commissioners. The county generates about $2.2 million total in lodging taxes a year and allocates a portion of that funding to nonprofit tourism-related agencies and groups for marketing and event efforts. When we come back, Chelan County Volunteer Search and Rescue has launched a fundraiser to raise money for a crucial piece of equipment used during rescue missions. And the North Central Washington Equity Alliance has a new director. We'll tell you who it is straight ahead. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Have you ever played that game, What Would You Rather, where you give two options to see what your friend would choose? Well, let's try it. What would you rather? Would you rather have a telemarketer from a foreign call center named David, or a local North Central Washington agent who has been helping folks for over 20 years on Medicare and has 5 offices to serve you, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So, what would you rather? Now give us a call at Springwater Insurance. Our phone number, 509-888-2600.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant, they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
Let's go to Hawaii for the holidays.
Here's an easier idea. Enjoy Abby's classic Big Hawaiian Pizza this December. This delicious tropical and giant pizza is at a special holiday price. And when you gift an Abby's gift card, we'll give you a present too.
Central Washington Water is your hot spring spa dealer for over 45 years. Shop their showroom and see the new Freshwater Smart IQ. This is a new innovative approach to super simple water care combined with the freshwater salt system to give you clean, balanced spa water naturally. There's a hot tub for every budget. Save up to $1,000 on hot spring spas or buy plug-and-play spas starting at $79 per month. Why shop anywhere else? Central Washington Water. They service what they sell.
Chelan County Volunteer Search and Rescue has launched a fundraiser to raise money for a crucial piece of equipment used during rescue missions. The nonprofit is asking people to donate money towards the purchase of a new carbon fiber litter. According to a Facebook post, the current spare litter used by the volunteers is outdated, heavy, and inefficient. Search and Rescue is hoping to raise a little over $6,500 for a new litter to match a modern litter they already have. Mayor Mike Poyer has kicked off contributions with a donation of $500, and if you're interested in helping the cause, you can donate on the Chelan County Volunteer Search and Rescue website. The sheriff's detail in charge of security at Chelan County buildings has a new vehicle to make the job easier. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office recently took an SUV that was being rotated out of patrol service and passed it on to the campus security officers who maintain the courthouse, administration buildings, and other county properties. The Sheriff's Department says the move will help enhance security, and it also helps to add personnel for the 3-deputy campus detail. The North Central Washington Equity Alliance has a new director. The nonprofit announced today that they've tapped Juan David Daza Diaz to lead their organization. Diaz, whose background is in business management, outreach, and sales, is from Colombia and has been living in Wenatchee for the last 2 years. Diaz replaces Oscar Lacone Eusebio, who became the director of operations at Pinnacle Prep in May. Diaz started his role on November 25th and will be representing the Equity Alliance in partnership with the City of Wenatchee and the Wenatchee Museum and Cultural Center for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day events coming up in January. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to Caitlin Mingo, owner of Gypsy Lotus Jewelry and a recent vendor at Pybus Public Market's Holiday Market. Low clouds, some fog, and cooler temperatures expected through midweek. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
Plan to hold on here, and he will not.
Tune in to NCWLIFE channel for coverage of local sports this winter. Coverage is brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch eSpots of Wenatchee Sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
One-handed jam! Caitlin Mingo, owner of Gypsy Lotus Jewelry and a recent vendor at Pybus Public Market's Holiday Market, has been crafting crystal jewelry since 2009. Inspired by her early love for stones, her work ranges from affordable earrings to custom designs, highlighting the natural beauty of crystals and offering something for everyone. In tonight's feature story, we visited Mingo's pop-up shop as part of a series on local artisans offering holiday sales with our media partner, the Wenatchee World.
I started my business full-time. I started selling jewelry in 2009. I got a job when I was like 16. I got a job at a bead shop, and so I kind of just fell in love with all the stones and all the like pretty sparkly things when I was really young. And so just like working in a bead shop and seeing all the stuff and all the books and all of the instructions and everything, I got to just sit and kind of make stuff from a young age. So that's where I fell in love with it. So each crystal has its like meaning or thing that it's like it helps you with or whatever. Yeah, so you can like read about each one and like find, you know, each meaning of the crystals. So yeah. So my love is the natural crystals, and so I do a lot of like wire wrap jewelry, and I try to kind of make it more about like the crystals that are so beautiful and everything. So a lot of my wraps are more subtle and with smaller wire and all of that. So yeah, I use a lot of sterling silver, copper, kind of 14 karat gold, so everywhere in between, you know. Usually what I do is I find a main stone first. So like on this one, I chose this big moonstone, and then I took a large wire and made kind of like a little frame around it, and then I take little tiny wires and I basically like sew with wire and just kind of like make it so it's like really secure in there, and then add all the little pretty stuff to it after that. So I do a lot of custom work. I do repairs and stuff too. So I think I'm pretty much the only one in town who does repairs anymore. So I'll do custom work, I do repairs. I love to kind of like, if you have a stone that you have and you want it wrapped, you can bring it to me, and I'll make something for you. So a lot of my jewelry has a little more of a feminine touch. I try to make more masculine stuff too. I have like my little simple stuff over there that a lot of men kind of gravitate to, but it doesn't, I mean, it's not for women only, you know, you're welcome to wear it too if it speaks to you and you like it. It's kind of a lot of women who buy my product. I do get men that are sent here to buy stuff for their wives or their girlfriends or whatever, so I like to help them kind of find either the piece that they're sent here to find or something. You know, I start with like asking them, okay, what's her favorite color? You know, what does she like to wear? More simple, more like bigger pieces. So I can also help with that too if you need. So.
How long would you say it takes for a custom make to be shipped or something?
I don't deliver. I'm usually here Friday, Saturdays at Pybus through the holidays, but I do, on my online, I do have free shipping, so yeah. If it's custom, I have to finish it first, so it might be a little longer, but if it's already made and you buy it off of my site, I usually ship within like 3 days. So, and in the holidays, I know it's kind of a little like shorter time frame, so I might be even going to the post office every day. And you know, if you need it right away, let me know and I can send it that day too. So you can find me. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on all of those. Gypsy Lotus Jewelry, and then I have gypsylotusjewelry.com too, which will take you right to my Etsy site. So yeah.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic weekend and a great start to the week today. All kinds of sunshine out there outside our weather window. Boy, all over North Central Washington, nothing but blue sky. But folks, it's going to change as we get into tomorrow and probably through Thursday. Yeah, areas of fog and those low clouds that we had all of last week will make a brief return to our weather as we get into Tuesday. And it's mainly going to affect the Columbia Basin. That, if you're traveling east, is where we'll see the heaviest fog. And we're talking tomorrow morning, once again Wednesday, and possibly even into Thursday morning. Reduced visibilities and black ice. That is really the big concern. So if you are traveling east or around North Central Washington over the next 48 hours, be on the lookout for that scary black ice. Today's high temperature, not bad out there, 38 degrees. By the way, we hit 43 yesterday. Wasn't it a beauty? 35 our normal high is our normal high for this time of year. 52 our record high, and that was set back in 2015. We were at 22 this morning. That's one of the coolest temperatures we've seen this season. 25 is our normal low, and our record low is 3 degrees set in 1972. Sunrise 7:37 this morning, and it's set this afternoon, hanging steady right now at 4:10. All right, getting you into Tuesday temperatures. Going to see a big cool down, mainly because I mentioned the clouds and fog will move back, and many of us won't even get out of the 20s tomorrow. The freezing mark for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 31 in Quincy, and then 29s from Wenatchee through Eniat and Chelan up into Omak. 25 for the high temperature in Lake Wenatchee, 27 and 28 tomorrow afternoon for Leavenworth and into Cashmere. So it's going to be a little bit cooler than normal for tomorrow. Tonight we can expect partly cloudy skies and seasonal low temperatures. Area of high pressure in northeast Nevada, and that'll keep us relatively clear tonight with low temperatures once again on the chilly side, but really about where we should see them in the mid-20s. For Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies just ahead of a pretty large area of low pressure. We will see cooler afternoon highs tomorrow as well, only into the upper 20s for many of us. For your Wednesday, cloudy skies, big trough of low pressure is digging in off the west coast. We will see a warm up though on Wednesday as we get back to a more southerly flow. High temperatures for Wednesday into the mid-30s. On Thursday, an area of low pressure will move to the south, and an even larger storm system will produce a pretty strong westerly flow and some rain mixed with snow showers. Not out of the question on Thursday. We're going to stay pretty consistently into those mid-30s, getting you into the end of the week, and then that area of low pressure really intensifies, bringing showers, cloudy skies, and just some PM flurries for us on Friday, with high temperatures by the end of the week staying in those mid-30s. And then we get into Saturday. Here is Saturday morning with a mix of rain and snow right across our area. Doesn't get much better in the afternoon. I think it will switch all over to rain Saturday afternoon, with highs again where we should see them in those mid-30s. And by the end of our forecast on Sunday, area of low pressure moves up into northwestern Washington. Wide area of cloudiness. We will see at least a 40% chance for morning rain and snow showers. Cloudy skies with isolated showers in the afternoon, with highs on Sunday in the mid to upper 30s. 7-day forecast tonight, 26 degrees. A couple of days of clouds and some fog. 29 tomorrow, 35 your high temperature on Wednesday, and then a chance for rain mixed with snow both Thursday into Friday, but more than just a chance as we get you into Saturday. It looks like it could be an all-day precipitation event on Saturday, with high temperatures about 35, and then morning rain and snow giving way to cloudy skies in the afternoon Sunday, with high temperatures then right around 37 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Grantstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Land to hold on here, and he will not.
Tune in to the NCWLIFE channel for coverage of local sports this winter. Coverage is brought to you by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tacos Chava, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor. Watch Eastmont and Wenatchee Sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Here's Ruffins now on a breakaway, one-handed jam.
The Seahawks clicked on all cylinders Sunday in a 30-18 win over Arizona. Seattle's offensive line didn't allow a single sack and blocked well enough for Zach Charbonnet to rush for 134 yards and a couple of touchdowns. The defense helped out the offense early with back-to-back interceptions of Kyler Murray, resulting in 14 points on the board. Linebacker Ernest Jones, who got his first interception of the season, Charbonnet and Coach Mike McDonald were all beaming afterwards.
Dropped in my hook and as soon as I turned around to look for the ball, it was there, and I'm like, there's no way. So it kind of caught me off guard, but yeah, I'm glad I caught it this time instead of dropping it like I did in the Rams game.
Yeah, I think everyone was just on point. We really dialed into the details this week. Receivers, tight ends, linemen especially. They just made it easy for me. So really just honed in and dived into the details and then executed.
Great team win for us. Man, just the mentality that we're in right now, coming down the home stretch, December football, thought the guys were ready to play. Trying to put it all together, all three phases. I thought we took a step today on special teams. It would have been great if Jalen would have held on to the ball when he's down by contact, gave me a little scare. But offensively, we've been able to run the rock, control the tempo of the game, find some explosives in the run and pass game. Defensively, settling down after that first drive. And made some adjustments as we went, and then really, tried to keep it, multiple score game in the second half. So just this is a great win. Guys had a great mentality, great week of prep. So we got to keep stacking it, and we got a big game coming up on primetime this week. So excited, but we're moving forward and keep stacking wins.
While the Seahawks were winning, so too were the 49ers and Rams. LA hung on to beat Buffalo 44-42, while San Francisco breezed past Chicago 38-13. Seattle's lead in the division is a game over the Rams. They'll host the Green Bay Packers coming up on Sunday. Seattle Kraken finished off an East Coast road trip with a 7-5 win over the Rangers in New York on Sunday. The home team got out to an early lead, but Oliver Bjorkstrand scored the first of his 2 goals to help Seattle stay close and eventually earn the lead and the victory.
Popping out Beniers. In tight, Stevenson in front, they score! That's hockey, baby! It's Oliver Bjorkstrand as he goes top shelf with a power play goal, and the Kraken have tied it. He gets it out of dodge. Here comes Will Cooley for Kakko. Heedle with a shot, he scores! They make it look easy. Adam Fox through a screen wide, Kreider in front, they score! It's a tap in for Vincent Trocheck. Right out by Brandon Tanev. Turbo sends it in for Ty Cartier in a stick battle with Adam Fox. Now Stevens powers in front. They score! Brandon Tanev. And Mitchell Stevens did all the bulwark in his 100th game. Turbo gets the goal. 5:54 left to go in the second. The Kraken within 1. Dangles in this time. Forced wide by Schneider. Shane Wright hustles to the corner. Checked on the play by Vincent Trocheck. And now Bjorkstrand to the slot. Tolvanen. He scores! What a dart! High cheddar, a blast from Eli Tolvanen. Situation. Remember, he's still on a development curve. Montour. They score! Tipped home out in front.
6 minutes or so for the Kraken to be able to take the lead here. There's the help from a winger off the face-off.
The Kraken reestablished Burakovsky. Hammered by Dunn. He scores! The Kraken will get it out to center ice. A lead pass for Eli Tolvanen, who scored a dandy today. Right! Scores! That's hockey, baby! Again! Eli Tolvanen to Shane Wright. It's pay dirt. Set play, Panarin. Shot rubbed out, blocked up top. Tanev Shot taken, they score! From a tough angle, Keandre Miller from the wall. Left to the corner, Fox brings a breakout, Trocheck and now Panarin. Artemi Panarin, known as the bread man, carries in, pulls up, Trocheck right into cross they go, they score! Off his own man, Trocheck to the wall now, Beniers has the puck, a lead feed for Gord. Yanni Gord gets to it, bullseye! The Seattle Kraken dig down. What a road trip this has been. They get it done. That's Kraken hockey, baby. A huge win here at Madison Square Garden.
Brandon Tanev and Coach Dan Bilesma say the Kraken need to continue the early game push now that they're headed back for home.
Yeah, I definitely think we could have been doing more, and I think we did more in the latter half of the game. We didn't like our start, obviously being down 3-1, but I think, we get a timely goal, another big save by Gruby to keep us in the game, and I think we understood what we needed to do getting back in the game. That's a good hockey team over there, and we played hard, we played physical, and when we got our opportunities, we capitalized.
Just the significance of the 3 wins and how we got them. Just a little change in mindset of how we play and how we compete and where we compete. And, this was a tough road trip. Carolina, Islanders, Rangers, or Devils and the Rangers here tonight. And I know we had success in all those games a certain way, and I think that should be pretty evident.
Seattle hosts the Florida Panthers tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. That'll be broadcast on Kong TV. While the Kraken were doing well, the local hockey team did not fare so well. Wenatchee lost all 3 of its games over the weekend in Western Hockey League action. Spokane came to town Friday and spanked Wenatchee 6-2. The 2 teams played again in Spokane Saturday, with the Chiefs coming out on top 3-2. The Wild was back at home Sunday, but came up short to Everett, falling by a final of 3-0. Wenatchee's on the road to Kent to face the Seattle Thunderbirds tomorrow night at 7:05. You can hear Austin Drade on the call on radio locally at 560 KPQ. Well, the fall sports season in Washington officially came to an end over the weekend with the state football championships. Wilbur Creston Keller took the state 1B title with a 42-34 win over Liberty Christian. Okanagan claimed its second consecutive 2B championship with a 52-21 win over Napavine. Royal is a 5-time consecutive champ in the state 1A football after a 61-28 win over Seton Catholic. Anacortes repeated as the 2A champions with a 20-10 win over Tumwater. The 3A championship went to O'Day, who finally beat Bellevue 38-15. Sumner closed out the championship season with a 4A title in a narrow 27-24 win over Camas. Well, while the prep football season is over, the winter season wrapped up its first official full week on Friday and Saturday. In boys basketball Friday, Ferris beat Moses Lake. Kamaikan took down Eastmont. Chelan topped Ephrata. Quincy took care of LaSalle. Cashmere beat Brewster. DeSales edged Omak. Lake Roosevelt halted Hoquiam. Bridgeport pounded Pateras. Eniet caught Curlew. Oroville gave Soap Lake the slip. Quincy picked up a 55-49 win over Lakeside 9 Mile Falls on Saturday. Cashmere quieted Omak. Chelan was a 37 points better than Hoquiam. Lake Roosevelt edged DeSales. Manson got by Davenport. Tonasket topped Moses Lake Christian. Eniet edged Waterville Mansfield, and it was Oroville over Curlew. In girls play on Friday, Ferris beat Moses Lake while Kamaikan topped Eastmont. Chelan down Ephrata. It was Omak over Quincy. Waterville Mansfield beat Brewster. Pateras had no trouble with Bridgeport. Curlew beat Eniet by 31. Soap Lake held Oroville to 18 points in a 36-point victory. There were just 3 scores to pass along from Saturday. Davenport dominated Manson 50-7. Waterville Mansfield walloped Eniet 74-18, and it was Curlew over Oroville 44-18. NCW Life Channel has 2 broadcasts in store for you this week. First of all, we'll be out on the wrestling mats on Wednesday. Join me and my dad, Dave Granstrom, as Eastmont hosts Moses Lake. Join the boys for the pregame at 6:45, and then Grant Olson will be courtside in Wenatchee on Friday as the Mavericks come to call. The girls game will be streamed live at 5:30. The boys follow in the stream and on TV at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Monday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. When you have a second, we'd love for you to take our online survey about NCWLIFE news and programming. Your responses will help us better serve the North Central Washington community. You can find that survey on our website at ncwlife.com. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.